Hey guys, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I made this magic color slider card. Isn't that really cool? So stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to be making a magic slider today. I have the Lawn Fawn die set here that I bought. I really like their dies, and this is such a cool die. Now this is the first time making this, so hopefully we won't make any mistakes, but we'll see. So I have already pre-cut some of my paper. So this is what we're going to do. We'll need our Cuttlebug here. We need all these pieces. We're going to make the square one. You also get an oval and a heart shape, but we're going to do the rectangle one. You need this piece. Need this piece. And this piece. Okay. So we have our Cuttlebug plates here. Okay, the red's going to be our top layer. We'll cut this down a little bit more. And the best way to do this, and these dies, it has this little notch here. This is letting you know this is going to be the front of the card. So we're going to line it up here about like that. And the best way I have seen to do this is go ahead and send this in so you know this will be good and centered. Since I have the magnetic plate, you really don't have to put any washi tape, but I want to make sure it doesn't move. So I am going to put a little washi tape on the die here. Doesn't take much since I have the magnetic plate. I'm not going to worry too much. So now we'll get our Cuttlebug, or whatever machine you use to do your cuts. Insert it. So these we won't need again, so we can put these off to the side. You can always save this to be used as an embellishment later on. As people might already know, I like to try to save as much as possible. So here's our little front part of the card in the pocket. As you can see here, it cuts the little slit here too, and there's also two little score lines that helps you fold it. So this is what it's going to look like, about its size. It is small, but still very cool. So now we're going to do our inside piece here, which will be for the little slider part. Okay. And then this is the little track piece, and you really would need to cut that out the same color as your card's front. So we'll use this little square piece we cut off earlier. And there's that piece. And the last piece here is for your acetate. This perfectly cuts your acetate piece. Here's my little acetate piece. It might be hard to see in the camera, but I just cut it into a square. Lay it on there. And then insert it again. It does seem like a lot of steps here for this, and once when you do it once, it is simple to keep on going, do it after that. So here's a little piece. So now we have pretty much all the pieces cut out for our magic slider to assemble it. And the best way to assemble this too, if you guys don't already have some of this, I highly recommend it, is you're going to need some really thin double-sided tape, or score tape is what this stuff is called. This is 1/8 inch. And I also highly recommend to get some post-it tape, because it's very low tack. It's even less tack than the washi tape, which you can still use washi tape if you don't have this. You don't have to get it, but I do recommend it. Also too, stays on ink, because you're going to have to build a stamp on here on the acetate piece. So the stamps that I've decided to do is this little jellyfish and starfish, and you're a star. There we go. So now let's see, this will go in here just like that. Okay, so now we're going to apply our little white square here to the inside. It's going to be perfect because it's all going to be hidden. So now we're going to get our little stamping tool here so we can do this. I already got them put on there. We're going to use our Celebrations ink that I've talked about before in my other videos. I really love this ink. Do one more hit here. Okay. And then while we know kind of where it's going to be at, we're going to try to put our acetate piece there. And now we need to realign everything. Now we're not going to do this part because this will be a reveal, so you don't have to worry about that. And we know they need to make them somewhere around this area. Actually, let's do it this way. This might make it easier. As it's first time doing this, so we're just trying to go along here. Okay, so the acetate piece is Lined up pretty good. Now we'll realign these. You're not going to be 100% perfect because we can always realign the acetate piece after we get done stamping, but we want it to be as close as possible. Okay, so now we'll pick them up. And that does happen with acetate, which is fine. And we're going to use Stays On ink. It's a solvent ink, but it's made for slick surfaces like acetate. It is kind of funky. Here we go. Not sure if I need 2 times of this or not. We'll wait and see. I always know you're supposed to let it set for just a second here. Give it a good chance to transfer. I'll use these in here to help hold down the acetate as we pull it off. And Stays On ink is permanent, and like I said, it goes on, it sticks to any surface. So now, so here's our little card, and the best way to get this all to line up really well is, see how we do this, and see how some of that ink didn't work, which is fine. We'll fix that here in a minute. So let's add our scoring tape. I like to just cut some pieces off, just makes it easier. And get as close to the edge of the frame as possible. You really don't have to be this particular. I just like to be. It's not required at all. And if you get a piece that you accidentally stuck down, like I said, these are great. I did a great review on one of these. It's called a Xyron adhesive eraser. Look it up. It's on my video list there. Highly recommend having that. What makes this score tape so well liked by a lot of people is the fact that it's just, it sticks so well. For being such a small piece of tape, it is really sticky. Alrighty, so now what you can do is take a Sharpie and you can kind of trace back over the lines and make it a little darker there. Now what the post-it note tape comes in is right here. Just need 2 little pieces. And now you'll align your acetate up into where the lines look the thinnest. That looks good right there. And you'll stick these down. Just need to be really on the edge of your acetate. Now we'll peel all these up. And you'll just shut it. And then you'll just peel these out. And there you go. Pretty cool. Now we need to insert the slider, which the best way to do that is open it up again. And it is kind of a tight fit, so the best thing to do is after you get it in there, just move it around a little bit like this. It helps free it up a little. So now this is our track, and you gotta apply more of the score tape on both sides around it here. So now, before we do all this though, we are going to color in our background though. I just wanted to show you guys that. I'm going to color these in real quick, and I'll probably speed this up. Okay, so now we've got them colored, and we'll reinsert the pull tab here, and we'll peel off one side, and what we'll do is use this here, see this end of this thing here, this will be our guide to where we need to put this track, because it's pretty flexible and you want to make sure it gets good and straight. So we'll start with one side, and then turn it, and there we go. We'll slide within that track. Now we'll peel off the other side. And there we go. Isn't that cool? Another thing I'm having an idea on is we can do, I have these little stamps here, and so just so people will know to open it, we'll do this little one. It says pull here. So they know to pull it open there. Okay, now we're going to finish decorating the card here. Okay, so now we're going to finish this up. I went and cut down a couple pieces of paper, and we're going to mount it to that polka dots here. So here's the card. It says pull here. And it magically colors everything in and reveals the message, "You're a star." And that's so cool. I just love these. Like I said, it is kind of small, but it's perfect for like a little, good gesture. Maybe someone did something great, college graduate or high school, middle school, got a good grade on a test or something. You can always get that to them. Or just a nice friendship card. I just love how these work. And like I said, you can always just write or stamp something on the back. So as always, you guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't done it already, please remember to hit the big red subscribe button. And next to that is a little bell. If you click on that, that'll make sure you get notifications for every new video I post. And I also encourage you to check out my description. I have a lot of fun links in my description to my social media and to some friends that I like to help support. And if you guys have any suggestions on anything else you'd like me to do, please leave comments. And remember to hit the big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. That helps YouTube to share my video across YouTube land. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.